We have two new fragrances from Kayali. These are part of the Oudgasm line. We have the new Milky Musk Oud and the Chocolate Oud. So very excited to review these for you guys. I did purchase these with my own money, and we're going to get into all the details, what I expected them to smell like versus what they actually smell like. Am I impressed by them? Am I returning them? I will let you guys know everything in this video. So if that sounds good to you, then make sure you keep on watching. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the bell notifications. That way you're notified of all of my future uploads. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into these two new fragrances from Kayali. So they do have their Oudgasm line. I think they had like 4 before these two came out. They had like a rose, I think a coffee one or a cafe. They have a tobacco one, I believe, and a vanilla one. And I do own the vanilla oud, and I really, really like that one. So I did have high hopes for these. But you guys, okay, we're going to get into it. I'm going to start with the chocolate one because I feel like this was the one that I was the most excited for. I don't really own any chocolate fragrances. And the way they marketed this, there's just a lot of chocolate going on in the campaign. So I was really, really intrigued by this one and thought, okay, I definitely need to get this because I don't have any chocolate scents in my collection and I really would like one. I love gourmands, I love sweet scents, so this really, to me, it seemed like it would be a really sweet chocolatey scent just based off of the marketing alone and the notes as well. I'll read you guys the notes that are listed here on the box. I will put on the screen the full notes because there may be more than what's on here. This is just the keynotes. So the keynotes are caramel apple, spiced rum, velvet orris, incense, dark cocoa, and chocolate oud. So there's 2 different chocolates in there. We got dark cocoa, we got chocolate oud, we got some caramel apple, all notes that sound really sweet and yummy. Okay, so I will say, I will spray this and give you guys my thoughts, but I have been testing this out, and to be honest with you, I get chocolate maybe the first 10 seconds when I spray this. And even just smelling it in the bottle, I do get a little hint of chocolate and a sweetness. And that's what I expected this one to smell like. That's what I wanted from this one. But let me just go ahead and spray some on my wrist. Okay, yeah, so when I first spray it, it does smell really nice. But it only lasts for, like I said, like 10 seconds. I get the caramel apple like quite prominently. It smells really yummy, and I do get hints of that chocolate. It's really creamy, yummy chocolate. And then it quickly fades into basically a spicy oud incense. And that's pretty much all I smell after like the first 10 seconds. Already, that's what I'm smelling. I feel like it's still a little bit sweet, but I lost pretty much all of the chocolate and all of the caramel apple. And now it's just smelling to me kind of like a spiced rum, incense, a little bit of oud. It's just not what I really was picturing. I mean, I guess I should have expected some oud in there, obviously, and I did because it is in the Oudgasm line, but I just expected this to be a lot more like milky, creamy, chocolatey, cocoa, you know, somewhere along those lines. Even with the caramel apple, I thought, you know, we're going to have some like yummy caramel in there, but I don't get a lot of that. I feel like maybe now, this is probably my 3rd time really smelling this one, and I think I'm getting a bit more of the chocolate this time around than my previous 2 times, but it's still not enough for me to consider this like a chocolate fragrance and for me to really want this in my collection because I was just expecting something really chocolatey. That's what I was hoping for with this one. But honestly, I just get a lot more spicy from this. Incense, like a little bit of that smokiness from the incense, some spiced rum. And it's not what I wanted. I don't think it smells bad. I don't think it's like disgusting. I want to rub it off my skin, but it's just not what I wanted from it. And these are not cheap. This little bottle was like I want to say $51 or $52 Canadian. So not cheap for this amount of product. This is only, I think, a 10 ml. Yeah, this is only 10 ml. So it's quite pricey and not what I expected. So as of right now, I am probably returning this just because, yeah, it's just not what I wanted from it. I will say, yeah, I think I like it more now the third time around than the previous times I've sprayed this on me. I don't know if it's just like changed a little bit since I got it, which hasn't been very long, but I have sprayed it a few times. Maybe something changed in it since, but still, it's not enough for me to keep. I will say though, the more this dries down, like I would say like an hour or two later, once it's like fully dried, it does actually turn a little bit sweeter and less like incense smoky. I feel like a little bit more of the cocoa comes through in the dry down, but again, it's not super chocolatey. It's not what I was hoping for, and honestly, I feel like it is kind of a lighter fragrance. It says it's intense on the bottle, but I don't really think it's that intense. I have to spray, you know, a few sprays for it to really last on me. So yeah, overall, I was pretty disappointed with the chocolate Oudgasm chocolate oud. I don't know. It's just not really what I was hoping for. So I was really, yeah, disappointed, let down by that one. Right, now let's move on to the Oudgasm Milky Musk Oud. Again, this one was marketed as a very milky, creamy fragrance. Based on the marketing, I thought this was going to be a really yummy, creamy, sweet, milky kind of scent. It has strawberry cream in the notes, so like that sounds so good. I'll read you the other notes though. There's pink pepper, strawberry cream, incense, suede santal, white musk, and silver oud. So both of them have incense in them. Both of them have oud, obviously. I don't know what suede santal is supposed to smell like, but you guys, this one I think was an even bigger letdown than the chocolate. I like the chocolate one more, I will say that. This one, I don't get any creaminess, any milkiness. Nothing lactonic in this one whatsoever. I don't get any of the strawberry cream. This one to me, first spray, it is like straight peppery and like leathery. There's no like leather note, no, at least not on here. I don't know if there's leather notes in all of the notes because I will again put the notes on the screen. Maybe there's a leather note in this, but that's what I smell when I first spray it. It's like a peppery leather. I don't get any strawberry cream from this, not whatsoever. This to me smells very masculine, at least in the opening. Like to me it smells like a cologne. It's very spicy, musky, like a leatheriness to it. So not what I expected at all. Again, like the marketing on this looked like it was going to be a gourmand, but I don't get gourmand from this at all. So yeah, this is a big letdown for me, and it's definitely getting returned. This is just an absolute no for me. It's just too spicy, too peppery. It doesn't dry down into anything different. It just kind of stays spicy, oud, a little bit of incense, leathery. Like that's just all I smell. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe my husband would like this one, but honestly, I feel like whatever. I'm just going to return it because it's just not, it's not what I expected at all. So needless to say, both of these are a letdown for me and will be returned, which is disappointing because I typically love pretty much all of their launches. Unless they're like a super floral fragrance like the Rose Royale or whatever it was called, the rose one that came out recently. That one I didn't even pick up because I am not a rose person. I am not a floral girl. So I knew I wouldn't like that one. I actually did smell it in store not too long ago. And I didn't hate it, but it was definitely not something that I wanted to add to my collection because, yeah, it's just not something I would gravitate towards. I'm very much a gourmand or like vanilla lover. I like some fruity florals, you know, some beachy vibes here and there. But yeah, these ones just did not deliver like at all. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the new Kayali Milky Musk Oud and Chocolate Oud. So if you were thinking of picking these up and you were expecting a gourmand with either of these, that is not what you're going to get. Trust me, they are so far from gourmand in my opinion. If you like more like leathery, spicy kind of scents, then you may like the Milky Musk Oud. Honestly, I don't even know why they put milky in the name because I don't get anything lactonic, anything milky with this one whatsoever. It should have been called like Spicy Musk Oud. And the chocolate one, you may get a little bit of chocolate, like I do get a small amount of chocolate with this, but it's not prominent. Like I just feel like there's so many other notes that just overpower the chocolate. So yeah, you're not gonna get a super chocolatey vibe with this one. But if you weren't hoping for just like an overpowering chocolate scent and you wanted something with just like a hint of chocolate, then you may like this one. I would say this is definitely the better one of the two, but still not enough for me to keep. I feel like, yeah, they're both going back, unfortunately. I mean, I spent over $100 on both of these. I want my money back. I'm just not impressed. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you guys have smelt these and what your thoughts were. Did you get a similar vibe as me with these? Were they what you were expecting? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.